Today we'll solve one of the classic rate of work problems, and this problem came from one of our readers of blog. So we given that 10 people are working 8 hours a day and they need 6 days to complete the work. Okay, so we have 10 people who are working 8 hours every day and need 6 days to finish the work. And you're supposed to find out if 15 people are working for 4 hours a day, how long will it take for them to finish the work, same amount of work. Okay, how many days will it take to finish the same amount of work? So when you're talking about rate of work problems, it's better to convert the given quantities into the total time that it takes to finish the work. Okay, so let's say we have one person working. So this person works 8 hours per day and he works for 6 days. So total number of hours that he works, total hours worked by this one person is equal to 8 hours per day, 8 hours into 6 days. So 6 days, which is 48 hours. So this person works 48 hours in order to get the job done. Now we know that he's not the only person working. There are 10 people working, 9 other people working with him. So in order to finish the job, the total number of hours will be number of people working, number of people into the hours that every person works, 48 hours. Okay, so the number of hours that every person works, which is 480 hours. So you need 480 hours to finish the job. Now, irrespective of how many people are working, or how many hours they work every day, the amount of hours that is required to finish the job will remain the same. So we can write 480 hours is equal to 15 people who are working and the number of hours that they work every day into X number of days. We're supposed to find out how many days this is. Okay, X number of days. So we can say 480 is equal to 15 into multiplied by 4 is 60 X, or 48 X is equal to 480 divided by 60, which is 8 days. So in order to finish the job, if you have 15 people working for 4 hours every day, you need 8 days. Okay, consider the second problem. If we are given that 10 people need 120 days to paint 60 houses, and we are supposed to find out how many days will it take for 5 people to paint 30 houses. Okay, notice that the amount of work that is needed is different. Here we are supposed to, in the first case, we are supposed to paint 60 houses, and in the second case we are supposed to paint only 30 houses, but the number of people given is also different. So let's try to solve this. As I explained in the previous problem, let's convert this into one single quantity or one common factor. Okay, so we given that 10 people need 120 days to finish 60 houses. So in order to finish 60 houses, you need 10 into 120. 10 is the number of people into days, or 1200 people days. I don't know if that's a term, but let's call it 1200 people days. Now say you're only given 5 people and you're supposed to paint 60 houses. The amount of people days will still be the same because you're painting 60 houses, but you're given only 5 people. So 5 into X, which is the number of days. So you're given 5 people is equal to 1200 people days, because the amount of people days will be still the same. So we can say X, which is the number of days required, will be 1200 divided by 5, which is 240. So if you're given 5 people, you will need 240 days to paint 60 houses. Now we're supposed to find out with these 5 people just how long does it take to paint 30 houses. Now we know that in order to paint 60 houses, it takes 240 days, but we are supposed to find out paint only 30 houses. So it should take only half of the amount of days. So in order to paint 30 houses is half of days required for 60 houses. Okay, which is equal to half of 240, which is 120. So you need 120 days to paint 30 houses when you have 5 people, and that's how you solve this problem. Hopefully these two problems make the concept of solving some of the work rate problems much clearer. Thank you.